To talk about our Science and Technology Committee and the robotics project that we helped get started in 2002. There's been a general decline in this country in the number of students interested in science and technology, engineering and math, or STEM as we call it. And Neil Thompson, a longtime member of this club, and Ann Ralston, whom all of you know, decided to do something about that 12 years ago. Our club formed a Science and Technology Committee to come up with some innovative ways that we could help improve that statistic. When they found in their research was an exciting new organization called FIRST, which stands for Inspiration, Recognition of Science and Technology. FIRST was started by Dean Kamen, the inventor of the Segway, and his vision was to transform all culture by creating a world where science and technology are celebrated and where young people dream of becoming science and technology leaders. Based on a 2005 independent study funded by the Ford Foundation, Brandeis University found that when they compared students of similar backgrounds and achievement in high school math and science, FIRST alumni are 50% more likely to attend college and twice as likely to major in science and engineering when they get there. They're also more than twice as likely to go on to a technology-related career, and they knew, Ann and Neil did, that they had found the right organization to partner with. Even more impressive are the stories about the students involved in FIRST who struggle with math and science classes and got involved in the FIRST robotics program because their friends belonged or because they found robotics to be cool and different and interesting. They slowly began to realize that math and science is the language of this technology, and those languages become a really cool thing to learn because they help you figure out a better design for your robot. Students also have a much better chance of getting a scholarship to college if they're involved with FIRST Robotics than they are in almost any other extracurricular activity. FIRST Robotics is for high school students, but there's also a Lego League and a junior Lego League for the younger kids, which helps introduce that concept at a younger age. Since 2002, our Rotary Club has helped the Dublin robotics team get started in Kaufman High School, and we continue to support them financially and with volunteers every year. About 5 years ago, we decided to expand this effort to all of Central Ohio, and we formed a nonprofit organization called the Central Ohio Robotics Initiative, or CORI. And our mission is to form a robotics league to help organize existing teams and help new teams get started both logistically and financially. There are currently about 20 teams in Central Ohio now, and that's expanding every year. Could I please ask our Science and Technology and CORI volunteers to stand for a second? I know many of you are not in the room, but those in our club who have helped this effort is Ann Ralston, Lou Cherobi, Jim Listabarger, Mohan Vidam, Paul Buchanan, Ash McHale, Ramona Penland-Coyle, Sharon Zimmers, Ira Shakiri, and many others have helped as well. And of course, don't bother standing. I'd also like to recognize our current and past presidents for their generous support of this program. We really appreciate that. We are now working with other groups in Cincinnati and Toledo and Northeast Ohio to form a FIRST Ohio organization, which is helping to expand this effort throughout Ohio. Ann will talk about that in a minute. We're also planning to host our 4th off-season competition in Dublin Kaufman High School next Friday and Saturday. It starts about 4 o'clock on Friday. We're going to have a Frisbee fling, which is a competition, kind of a fun competition between the students and the robots to see who can throw Frisbees the furthest. We're going to also have a pizza party after that. And then Saturday is the real competition. Starts about 9 o'clock in the morning and goes through 5. And I encourage all of you to come and visit us. Bring your family, bring your kids. There's no admission. And if you're interested, you can also volunteer on the sign-up sheet that's going around the room. I'd also like to recognize Dr. David Axner and Steve Osborne for their most generous support of this program. We've had it there now 2 years in a row and really couldn't do it without their support. So thank you, Dr. Axner. We're going to have about 36 teams coming to this event, which is about a third more than we had last year. 24 teams were in attendance last year. There are well over 500 kids and parents coming to this event, so we're going to really to volunteer if you can.
When is it again?
It is at Dublin Kaufman High School. It's in both gyms. The main gym is where the competition is, and the auxiliary gym is where all the teams will be. So it's free, and there's plenty of seating, and we'll also have some concessions there that are put on by the Dublin Robotics boosters. So I'd like to introduce Ann very quickly to talk about Ohio First, and then hear from the robotics team in Greenwich.